Hey, everybody, come on in. Thank you all so much for being here. Let's get everybody going. We've got Instagram, we've got TikTok. All right. Hello, Jurgen is here with us. Thank you all, everybody. Welcome on in. For anybody new here, hi, I am Maggie. Maggie, the substitute teacher, and I would like to welcome you to yet another struggle cooking class where I am not a professional chef, nor am I a professional YouTuber. I am just a mom and a home cooker sharing my love of food on my health and wellness journey with you all. We are cooking for others today because clearly I can miss a meal. We had a very lovely weekend with the ladies of the finishing school, so I've been eating and drinking everything. So we're going to go back onto our fast mode. But somebody that is important to my family is going through some health challenges. So we're going to be making spaghetti, just a regular old spaghetti. Um, it's probably a very inauthentic recipe, but I just wanted to put something together and we're going to pack up and I'll take over there to him and the family. So I see you all coming in. Hello, Teresa is here. She says, good evening. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you all. If I'm moving a little slow, y'all, I'm just tired, but we're going to get into it. Thank you all so much. All right, looks like StreamYard has updated. We got Lucy. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Lucy just landed in Sacramento. Um, so she was in the sky with her diamonds. Hello, Ash is here on TikTok. Hello, Yolanda is here. Hello, Bo is here. All right, everybody, let me clean off the counter and wash my hands and get my uniform on. And we're just gonna boil some spaghetti in salted water. And then we're gonna make a meat sauce with ground beef, some peppers and onions, some frozen peppers and onions, and then maybe throw some, what do you call it? Garlic toast in the air fryer. All right. Hello, Cheryl is here. Hello, Melissa is here. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate it. All right. So let's clean off the counter. And as always, this is Mondays with Maggie, and I have to say thank you so much to Cooking with Aisha for allowing me to simulstream on her platform. I've been watching her for years, and I'm very grateful. I never take it for granted. So thank you so much for letting me share my content. All right, everybody, come on in. Agnes is in Maryland. It's cold and rainy. It was raining so bad here in Atlanta. Oh my goodness. We were doing airport runs and flights were getting canceled and moved around and delayed. So I hope you all are safe and dry wherever you are. Thank you, Ash. Yes, spaghetti's on the menu. If you're cooking for men, we can call this man food. Y'all know I'm a boy mom. A lot of men in my family, and they like the simple stuff. I don't know how many times I've made it, but I'll make it that many times and more. All right. We have Trenny in the house. Good afternoon. So good to see you. We got Joyce here. Good afternoon. Jones is here. We got oh, Sheila. I love it when you come to class, Sheila. All right, let's go ahead and get the cooktop started. And we're just going to, I think I'll do the pasta behind me on the actual stove, and then we'll do the sauce here, all right? Lucy says, thank you, Maggie, for hosting an amazing weekend for our finishing school for the modern woman graduates. Yes, we teach etiquette classes and elegance classes. If you're a lady who wants to be more ladylike, we have a lot of content. You can just go to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com. But we like to get the ladies together in person so they can put it into practice and we can see how much they've learned. And we like to celebrate them. Let me wash my hands, y'all. So it was great. We had happy hour. We went on a yacht cruise. We had a beautiful dinner at Maggiano's, which is an Italian restaurant. And then afternoon tea at Neiman Marcus. So I think I pushed myself to the limit. My man warned me 4 events in 3 days with a lot of out of towners. It was a lot. Thank you, Dane's girl, for the badges on TikTok. I appreciate it. Y'all are so generous. Happy Monday, everybody. Belle says it really did look amazing. Thank you, sweetheart. One of my day ones is watching. Melissa's here. Okay, let's get the cooktop. Well, I'm going to get a pot, and I will start it on the cooktop just to see if this will work. Let me get my uniform on. So I have an induction cooktop that I got on Amazon. Shout out to the African here. So I'm going to see if this pot, it doesn't work on all pots. So we're going to see if the pot that we have will work. And if it does, we'll start it here and then I'll move it to the stove behind me. Truth says, what's for dinner? Ash has pinned the comment. Let me know on TikTok if y'all can see the pinned comment. All right. So let's get this cooktop. I have a pasta boat. It's an as seen on TV, little microwave pasta maker. But I feel like our Italian brothers and sisters will come for me if I don't cook it in salted water. So let's see if this thing will boil some water. Oh, we want to try and get it in a rolling. Is it rolling boil or roaring boil? Jazzy says, are you an attorney? No, I'm not. And I'm not a teacher either. Hello, Lift Your Weight Up is here. Thank you so much for being here. All right. So we have a big pot, just a real struggle stainless steel pot. Shout out to the kids that play in the cabinets. So let's go ahead and put some water in here. Put a lot of water in there. And I'm going to be using just regular old spaghetti. When we're cooking for men, we give them the real stuff. So this is 100% Durham wheat. I don't even know what that is, but something tells me it's not gluten-free. So this is not a gluten-free pasta. This is not a chickpea pasta. It's not anything like that. All right. But it says award-winning American pasta. So we're going to make some spaghetti. Thank you, Truth. Thank you for the badges. It is rolling boil because the bubbles are rolling. That's what I was thinking. All right. So let's plug this up. I've got it about halfway. And I'm going to turn this on high, and it'll either work or it won't. If it doesn't work, it'll start like flashing. Oh, okay, here I come. It only works when you have the contacts. Maybe it will, but we need to salt it well. The best food is when each ingredient has its own really good flavor. And so I've heard from an Italian, I think, you want to salt it like the ocean, all right? So we're going to do like a nice little handful of salt. Devalian Sense is here. Thank you so much for being here. Agnes is confirming as well. It's a rolling boil. Thank you all. I am not a proper chef. If you did not know, you will absolutely know by the time we're done here. Let's get some salt. All right. So I would just pour until your ancestors tell you to stop, but we're really going to salt it well. And it looks like it'll boil here, but I think I'm going to move it behind me. I just wanted to test if this would work. Okay. Because I want to do the meat sauce here, and I know y'all don't want to watch boiling water. Thank you so much, Dane's girl. Hello, Chef Boy is here. We got real chefs here, so when I mess it up, yeah, let me move it before it gets hot because these are not insulated. Hello, Bonnie is here. Happy Monday to you as well. All right, so let's turn on the big one. It was kind of, the gas was already kind of on, so it kind of did that thing. All right, let's move the over here. We'll just keep an eye on it. I'll put it on high, and we're gonna go ahead and start browning our ground beef. I think I'll use this. I'll tell you why I'm debating. Okay. So usually, you know, when you're cooking a regular portion, I would do like 1 jar of pasta sauce and 1 pound of ground beef. But since I'm packing meals to last him a week, this is what I got at Walmart. You can get ground beef in the 1 pound pack. You can get the 2 pound pack. This one is 3 pounds, y'all. It's big. So I think I'll cook all of it, but we may not put all of it. What would y'all do? Would you cut it in half and do half and save the other half, or would you cook it all and use half of the cooked? Then I could use the other ground meat for taco salad or anything like that. We got Quasia in the house. Hello, thank you so much for being here. We got Tracy watching from New York. Hello, sweetheart. We have Blue Boy on TikTok, and Oscar Body is here. Thank you, Rachel, for the badges. Nappy says, what happened to your mic? It's hard to hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear on TikTok. All right. Quasia says do half of it. Okay. Truth says cook it all, then save. That's what I was thinking too. All right, let's see what happens. This is not like really lean, so something tells me it's gonna cook down. So I'm gonna slice it open in the sink, and then we'll just put the whole thing here because this is already, yeah, it's already heated up. All right. But just letting you know, if you're cooking for a family, or usually we cook for the Marines, but they're not working out today, so we're gonna go ahead and take this out. Meals on Wheels. Hello, Professor Griff is here. Thank you so much for watching. I had to ask my man. I'm so lame, y'all. I was like, "Who's Professor Griff?" He was like, yeah, Maggie." Okay, let's get the scissors and let's open this up. Hip hop legend, thank you so much for watching my struggle cooking class. So we're just gonna go in. We have 3 pounds of ground beef. So if you're, doing a lot of protein in your diet, this could be great for you. So I just have this big old tube. This is just Walmart brand. I'm just cutting it open over the sink, just in case anything leaks out. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and cook all of it. Let's see how bad it shrinks down. All right. So this is 3 pounds, and then we'll do all the other stuff. And I didn't put any oil in here. Oh man, it's starting to sear already. It smells like a steak. With that hot pan. Francis says you would cook it and freeze it. Anna says the sound is low on TikTok. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't change anything. All right. Now, since this is cooking with Aisha'S page, we got to use her spaghetti seasoning, all right? So let me clean my hand, then we're going to season this up well and break it apart. We're running low on seasonings, but Miss Aisha is enjoying her newlywed bliss with Mr. Ricky. I hope you're doing well, Mr. Ricky. Thank you for taking care of our girl. Hello, Neo is here. Hello, Lil Money is here. And Sage is here. All right, so this is what we had, the Select Blend spaghetti and pasta seasoning. I don't cook a lot of Italian-inspired food, so this one is yet holding on, but we're going to go in today, and we're going to season it well. All right, and let's break it apart and get those ground beef crumbles while we keep an eye on our hot water boiling. This is not boiling yet. Okay, let's break this up. Even when I'm tired, I am my mother's daughter. Cooking is therapeutic to me. It's like one of those things where you can kind of turn off your brain and just do that simple, repetitive motion. And then, now that I have people to give it away to, I'll taste it a little bit for y'all, but we're going to pack it all up. That way, it doesn't linger around the house. Melissa's going to try this tomorrow night. Rain says you like ground chuck. It has less fat. I'm going to get the wrapper out of the trash in a second and see what percent this is. But you can tell by looking at it, the oil is already coming down. So let's go ahead and keep it going while we got the hot water behind us. We want to cook all of this until it's brown. And then I'll season it again. I see a few bald spots, so we want to make sure it's good. Hello, Rosita. Thank you so much for being here. Good evening, Richie. Thank you. It was 80-20. I love how y'all cook with me. I don't know. But I'll check. We wing it over here. Like I always say, welcome to the struggle cooking class. All right. Still waiting on that water to boil. It's like one of those things. It's not doing anything. It's not doing anything. It's not doing anything. And then all of a sudden, bam. All right, let's see what we had here. So this is what I had. This is Walmart. Ooh, y'all, this is $73.27. So this is really gonna cook down. But I never used the 3 pound before. Small family. I'm used to cooking. Even when I cook for, we have a new name. He's not mean old Mister anymore. The students say he's not mean. I'm gonna call him Mr. President. If you know, you know. All right. So let's go ahead and we'll give him all of this ground beef. because it is really breaking down. Oh, let's season it again. Let's go in with a little bit more of that spaghetti and pasta seasoning. You want to make sure that the flavor is not just in the sauce. When you bite down into it, you want it to be all the way in there. Donna had spaghetti for lunch. Hello, Marlisha. Did I say that correctly? Thank you so much for being here, sweetheart. Now, some people, especially if you're doing like a fattier meat, like this is ground beef, and we want to give him something really good, so we're going to drain this. Some people will cook it plain and then season it after you've taken the fat off, so you don't pour that seasoning down the drain. All right. Oh, Marlisha says, OMG, thank you. You're welcome. If y'all don't know me, I'm Maggie. Hi, everybody. I'm Maggie. Maggie, the substitute teacher. When I'm cooking for myself, I cook with sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes. However, this weekend, did I eat sugar? Yes. Did I eat dairy? Yes. Did I eat gluten? Yes. Did I drink champagne? Yes. Lisa on TikTok says, hello from Detroit, Michigan. What are you cooking? Hopefully you can see the pinned content, and maybe this will give you a hint if you want to screenshot it. Bia, or is it Bea, says, what kind of seasoning are you using? So this is Aisha'S Select Blend. She makes her own house seasonings, and she was selling them. Now she's a beautiful, blushing bride, Miss Giggly. But I still have the spaghetti and pasta seasoning, so we're going to use that. Let's check our pasta water. We're boiling the ocean over here. Meanwhile, how's everybody else doing? Hello, Kandwa. Thank you so much for being here. Marlisha says it looks good. Thank you so much. Michelle Taylor is here. Thank you for the blessings. I appreciate that. All right, so we still have a few. So we do have a lot of liquid coming on this. As you can see, we still have some pink. So with ground meat, you want to cook it until all the pink is gone. I mean, unless it's like, really good quality, maybe you ground it yourself. But let's just tell the truth. This is not for my vegan friends, okay? But if you're cooking one piece of meat, like a steak, it's okay to have a little bit of pink in the center. Y'all can let me know how you like your steak. I like a medium. I think Mr. President likes a medium. Thank you, Bea. Hello, Bea from Alabama. Thank you for the gift, sweetheart. But when you have ground meat, ground beef, I guess even ground pork or ground turkey, um, it's not necessarily just one piece of meat. It could be multiple pieces of meat. So you want to make sure that it is cooked thoroughly. So we're going to cook until all the pink is gone, and then we're going to drain it. So I'll put the top on and let it simmer. While it's doing that, y'all, let me show you what I got from the dollar store. This Geo's garlic Texas toast, is it any good? I don't know. But when I used to eat spaghetti and garlic bread, we could go through these by the sleeve. Clearly, we can skip that now. But I'm gonna put these on some foil and get them in the air fryer so we can have some garlic bread with our spaghetti. We had some amazing bread at Maggiano's. But yeah, you can make a meal for the family. All of this, the meat is the most expensive, and this is a 3-pounder, and then whatever sauce you like. But you can get those dry ingredients from the dollar store. So you can make a home cooked meal. I'm going to show y'all. Of course, we're going to put some fresh veggies in it. But I'll show you what I'm doing. Diana says, yes, it's good. You've purchased that brand before, and it's very good. Thank you, sweetheart. Marlisha's getting excited. Okay. I appreciate that. So yeah, you can do whatever ingredients you have, whatever vegetables you have, and I'll show you all my little shortcut. All right, so it's now coming along well. I don't see any pink. Well, a little bit. Just want to move it around. So this is going to be a very meaty meat sauce, all right? That's what we're going to do. Rachel likes her steak medium well. Rebecca, thank you so much, sweetheart. I appreciate the compliment. I try. Want to represent myself well. Want to represent you all well. All right.
So our water behind us is nice and salted, and it's getting ready to move. And so once it starts a rolling boil, then we're gonna put our pasta in there. All right, I think this looks good. I don't see any other pink. I'm gonna taste it and then we're gonna drain it. I'm just gonna taste a little bit for seasoning, see how it came out. Oh, hold up. It's jiggling over here. All right, let me turn this down just a little. All right, we got a couple things going at once. Y'all can see. This is where I get nervous. My mom is the master of doing multiple things at once. When I was learning how to cook, hello, Melisha, hello, Black Entrepreneur, and hello, BA. When I was learning to cook, I would do, like if I were doing spaghetti like this, I would do the pasta and then stop. Then I would do the meat sauce and then stop. And then I would do the garlic toast and then stop. I just get overwhelmed doing it all together. I'm gonna do the whole box of spaghetti for him. This is not gluten-free or chickpea pasta, just regular old full gluten spaghetti. All right, so let me turn this down. All right, and I'll just kind of swivel it around a little bit, see if we can get those noodles into the water and let them do their thing. All right, let me just put the rest here. And I'm gonna put this wooden spoon over top. I'll check on it in a second, but someone said if you put that over top, it won't. Whoa, can y'all see me? Papa, can you see me? Hello, Rima. All right, let's taste this. I know it's lava hot. We're just tasting for seasoning, then we're gonna drain it. I can turn it down. It has a spaghetti flavor, but I do need to salt and pepper it. And then I'm gonna put a little bit more of this, maybe some more oregano and all that good stuff. All right, so I have a struggle way of draining. I'm gonna pour it in a colander over the trash. I know it's hot. It's probably not smart, but I've always done it that way. I'll just clean up the mess later. All right. All right. So we got that empty. Shake, shake, shake. Woo! Get all the liquid out. Woo! All right. So now we have our ground meat. All right. So it's cooked through. So I think this looks good. Let me just wipe this down. Wipe it down. And we're gonna season this with Miss Aisha'S seasoning. We're gonna do some salt, some pepper, maybe some Italian seasoning. And I'm gonna set it off to the side because I wanna get the veggies. Let's check our pasta over there. Hold up. All right, gotta keep it moving. Make sure it's all under the water. All right. So we put some more Italian seasoning. Now this is where we raid the pantry. Black Entrepreneur, we're making spaghetti. We're doing little meals on wheels today. So far we've done ground beef with the Select Blends seasoning, but I'm gonna salt it. And actually let's do some garlic salt. Let's go ahead and use this up until you use me up. I think this is dollar store garlic salt. If you don't have garlic salt, you can do garlic powder and regular salt, but garlic salt has both. And then I'm just gonna go look over there, whatever other Italian inspired seasonings I have. Ooh, I do have that oregano from Greece. Let's use that. Every time I walk over here, I'm just gonna stir our noodles. Ooh. We want those to kind of boil. I got these from the spice market in Greece, so we'll give them the good stuff. Oh, it's so fragrant. What else can we put in here? Do I have Italian seasoning? Paprika, parsley, garlic and herb, onion, cilantro. I thought I had Italian seasoning. Let's just do some onion powder. If you had fresh onion, which actually I do. Oh, we're gonna put some onion in there too. All right, let's stir it up. Okay, Okay, perfect. So we're gonna stir it up and give it another little taste. You know what? Yeah, I think I'll do it that way. I was gonna do it a different way. I'm gonna go ahead and pour the sauce on here, but we gotta get some veggies. We can't just have a meat sauce with no veggies. I mean, you could have whatever you like. Ah, Marlisha says it looks yummy. Yes. You ran out of garlic powder? I know, y'all. We use it all the time. Hello, Erin Laura. Marlisha says, do I have a dog? I'm gonna let you all answer that. Those of y'all who know me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Coming alive. So now that our meat is seasoned really well and cooked thoroughly, do I use onions and bell pepper? I got you. So since we have the meat here, and I'm gonna go ahead and give them all of it. I hope this is enough. We're gonna go ahead and just put the whole jar of meat sauce on here. That might not have been smart. Let's put some water in here because we were gonna save half, right? I just feel like give them the good stuff. Shake it up, get all that. All right. This might be more meat than sauce, but I don't think the men amongst us would complain if your spaghetti sauce is more meaty. But we do need some more goodness in here. All right, hold on. Let me go check on the noodles. All right, they're doing their thing. Just keeping them moving. And we'll give it a taste. This was 3 pounds of meat, so it's going to be very meaty, and then we do have some vegetables. It's going to be more like a stew than a sauce. But, you know, when people are dealing with whatever they're dealing with, give them the good stuff, all right? So we got a very meaty sauce. Looks delicious, does it? Okay, let's give it a taste with the sauce, see how it is, and then I'll move it behind me because I've got some veggies I'm gonna put in there. So this is 3 pounds of ground beef. Let's just taste. I think I want to put a little pepper. So a little pepper, just not much, but you know, tomatoes are naturally sweet. All right. So I'm just gonna let this kind of sit behind me and stay warm. Then I'm gonna get another container or a skillet. Our noodles are doing their thing, but they're still kind of stiff. All right. So let's move this behind us just to kind of sit. We gotta get that garlic bread in there. So if you have time to chop up your onions and veggies, looks great, thank you. Hello, Kaz. Hello, Amber. If you have time to chop up your onions and veggies, even great, even better. But I got this from Walmart. This is a frozen pepper and onion bag. So we are going to saute that up and then add it to the sauce. Just showing y'all on a busy night. Let's turn this up, put a little oil in here. I think I got a little olive oil left. Oh, that's really low. You really don't need oil. You could do cooking spray, but I'm gonna get a little bit of oil. Just to do a quick saute, and then we'll season the onions and peppers. Since they're frozen, they're gonna have a little bit of water in them from the ice crystals. We wanna get that out. So just lightly coat it. Let's get this to like a medium. And then we're gonna put the frozen onions and peppers in here. Give them a nice little saute, a little color. a little flavor, and then add it to the sauce. All right, we'll check on our noodles. How's everybody doing? Hello, Marlene is here. Hello, Clifton. Thank you so much for being here. Joey, hello, Dane's girl. You have that bag in your freezer? All right, let's put it to use. And I'm gonna use the whole bag. If you're a meal prepper, I like cooking every day, but if you don't, you could do this on the weekend, and then we're gonna prep these out for him so he can just have his meals while he's going through his recovery, all ready to go. So you can see here, these are just onions and peppers flash frozen. So we want to season these up really well. So let's see what we can put on these while they're cooking down. And check on our noodles. It's coming along. We'll give one a taste in just a moment. I'm looking at the texture. We want a little al dente, but let's see. Whew. Let's do salt and pepper. I'm gonna turn on my struggle AC, y'all. Y'all know me and my, let me know if it's too loud. We got everything else going. All right, let's salt it well and pepper it well. So just a little oil, salt, and pepper. I like frozen vegetables. Fresh is best if you have, if you have it, but sometimes you need to get a meal on the table quickly. So this is what we're doing. Priscilla says everything looks good. You love to cook, but you're alone, so you don't really cook. Yeah, it's just me now. The boys live with their dad, so I find people to give it away to. You never know. You may have elderly neighbors. Someone very close to our family is struggling and recovering. So I'm just going to make this food, pack it up, and we'll be Maggie Meals on Wheels again. Let's check on our pasta. You never know what people are going through. All right, this is looking good. Oh, yeah. We'll give it like 2 more minutes. Meanwhile, let's get this moved around and see how that seasoning is coming around. We got garlic powder. So I like to cook it. It's weird with these frozen vegetables. What's going to happen? Maybe I needed a bigger pan. But what's going to happen is that the ice that was on there is going to kind of turn into water. So it's going to look watery, but keep going. The water will evaporate. Then you'll be able to kind of saute them. So that's my struggle method. But it gives you like a nice, I was going to do, the Marines wanted Philly cheesesteaks. So I was going to do these peppers and onions with steak and mozzarella. Big Humble says, someone call the cops. Why? Am I under arrest? All right, let's check one of the pasta noodles while this is doing its thing. And then we got this garlic toast, y'all. I can't forget. I got like 3 of these. All right. Let's see if we can get one. All right. Texture looks good. Let me hold it in front of the air conditioner so I don't burn myself. I've already burned the roof of my mouth. Good. Slightly chewy. I'll do like 2 more minutes. But it's good though. Salt is good. All right. So let's get our garlic toast going while this is doing its thing. I'll just turn it up a little bit more, kind of let it stir fry. BS says I'll take a plate to go. Oh, you thought I was cooking for the family? I love to cook for the family, but when they're not here, I'll still cook. I'll cook for anybody. Auntie Jenny says I share meals with an elderly man across the road and it encourages him to cook. I love that. Hello, Gilchrist is here. Aw, thank y'all. Yeah, we are blessed to be a blessing. Plus, trying to get the rest of this weight off, 50 by 50. 20 is off. But what I was finding is that I was, when I was just cooking for me, I was looking up recipes to cook even when I wasn't hungry because I had the urge to, cook and create something. What can you do with a bag of hazelnuts? Let's think about that. But you can always cook and give it away, right? Hazelnuts. Let's see, hazelnuts. I don't know. You know what? I can't say that I've ever made this, Letitia. However, I did see a recipe where someone made their own Nutella. Is it Nutella or Nutella? Hello, BJ. Someone made their own Nutella by like roasting the hazelnuts and then putting them in the food processor with cocoa powder and maybe something else. I can't remember, but if you inbox me, I'll try and find it and send it to you. And they made like a chocolate hazelnut spread, a homemade Nutella. All right, so let's get the garlic toast on this. Let's see if we can get all six. I'm nervous over there. All right. Now these were frozen. If they were fresh, they would cook a lot faster. But our meat sauce is done. Once these are, once these start getting a little color on them, we'll give it a taste. But I put the whole bag in there, so we just want them to really kind of cook up. I think we can go ahead and get the pasta out. Hello, Andrew is here. Hello, Malasha. You know what? We could just add this to the sauce as is because the heat from the sauce will keep it going. All right. So we got this garlic bread from the Dollar Tree. My dollar store has a freezer section. So if yours does, you may be able to get garlic toast. If you're low carb, omit this step. We can get it all on here. And I'll go ahead and get this in the air fryer. Just a toast. How many slices of bread are y'all eating? This is my struggle right here. Do not take me to a bakery, all right? So this is just from the Dollar Tree. This is, I think, in the $5 section, in the premium section. Hello, Lotina, and hello, Roger. Check the noodles. Okay, Rachel, I got you. Check the noodles, check the noodles. Go ahead and turn this off. Yeah, they look good. I'm going to give another one a taste. They're nice and okay. Uh-oh. Let's see if we can taste one. Salt was good. Texture was a little chewy. But I think it's looking good now. Oh, yeah. Perfecto. I know that's not Italian. Okay, I know. All right, hold up, y'all. I got my leftovers in the air fryer. Don't judge me. You know those cooking shows where everything is perfect? This is not that. Let's go ahead and put the garlic toast in the air fryer while these are softening up. In my struggle air fryer, someone told me I need to clean it. I know. Come over here and help me. All right. Oh, this is coming along nicely. Let's drain our noodles. And then I'll put a splash of oil in there just to keep them from sticking. Hello, DP. Hello, Davey. Roberta wants to know what's cooking. Y'all let me know if it's still pinned on TikTok. Okay, so we have our strainer. So I'll strain almost all of it. We'll save some of the pasta water for the sauce. They say to do that. Why? I don't know. So I'll show y'all. So these are the noodles that we made, and the texture is perfect. So I tasted them. Hello, Tara's here. Thank you so much for being here, sweetheart. Hopefully you all traveled well, or maybe you're still traveling. Let's pour almost all. Whew, I can't see. I can't see. All right. Oh, my word. All right, so I'm going to reserve some of this pasta water and put it in here. This is heavy. With the sauce, just to kind of give it a little bit of something. I don't know. Then we'll taste our veggies. And then we'll get the noodles out of the, all right. So just this water that's remaining, I'm going to add it to the sauce. I got a noodle in there, but I think it'll be okay. And then I'm going to put, I'm running out of space. Okay, let me put a little oil in these noodles just so that they don't stick. They look really good. Oh yeah. If you got a family, if you got kids, Just a splash. Great way to keep them full. If you're low carb, omit the pasta and the bread. Just do the meat and the veggies with, you know, whatever vegetable you can have. All right. So this is good. We can actually go ahead and start preparing them, but I'll just keep them moving. So our noodles look really good. All right. Let's check. Our meat is good. I just added a little bit of pasta water in there. I got one little noodle in there. Let me take him out. For research purposes. Okay. Yamola, come on. Probably with salt just a little more, but I don't have to worry about salt. I do have to worry about sugar. So we have a very, very meaty meat sauce. So I think at this point we're gonna call it with the vegetables and we're gonna add them in here, all right? So let me just move this for now. And then we can start plating. So this was a frozen bag of vegetables, onions and peppers. So see what I mean? Now how the water has drained out. Now they actually smell like vegetables. Before it was like a block of ice. But this is a quick way to get fresh vegetables. If you look at the package, the ingredients are just onions and peppers. Oh, it's starting to like whistle. All right. So let's go ahead and give these a taste. Just make sure our veggies taste good. And we're gonna go ahead and add these. You could also do mushrooms or whatever vegetables you like. I'm just looking at the ingredients. Oh, I'm so bad about this. Yeah, ingredients. Bell peppers and onions. Only 20 calories a serving. So this was frozen, the pepper and onion blend from Walmart. And I put the whole bag in. All right. Let's taste. Oh my gosh, I know that's driving y'all nuts. Let me go ahead and unplug it. I wonder if it's starting to give up the... So let's say a little bit of peppers, a little bit of green. My mom says, taste as you go. Don't ever serve anybody anything you haven't tasted. And then they're looking at you like, this is horrible. I think our lucky recipient appreciates anything, but you know, I just taste as I go. So we just have some onions and peppers. Ooh, ooh. I'm gonna salt just a little bit more. Vegetables have a natural sweetness to them. When you stop eating like processed sugar, you really taste the natural sweetness in fruits and vegetables, and they're beautiful. I think the color, you could put this in an omelet if you're doing a veggie omelet. All kinds of different options. All right, let me give it one more taste. Hello, Badfoot is here. Hello, Tara. Now the vegetables smell like vegetable. I'm out of olive oil. I know. I need to get some. Trust me. I know. I know. How's our toast doing? Doing good. All right. Let's give just one more taste. I just salted a little bit more. Get a little variety. Oh yeah. And we combine. All right, let me shake my pasta. I'm always worried it's gonna stick together, even though I boiled it. Yeah, so I just get around in here and keep it moving. We're about to serve. Ugh. All right. So we're just gonna add all of our veggies into, I'm not strong, into all of our meat sauce and stir it up. So he will have plenty of food. Simple. All right, let's mix that in there. Oh yeah, I think that looks good. A nice big ladle of this on your noodles. Oh yeah. We'll give it one more taste and then we're ready. What do y'all think? Looks good? It's great for fajitas. Absolutely. Absolutely. We did it. All right. Let's taste the meat and veggies together. That's good, y'all. Just for a little extra, I'm gonna sprinkle some. I'm gonna put, I know this isn't our Italian brothers and sisters are gonna be like, really, lady? This is the inauthentic, but very, very delicious. Erin Laura's liking it. Jurgen's liking it. Mm-hmm. Hello, Kasman is here. Hello, Rafiki. All right. So let's get our assembly line going. Let's check on our toast. And our pasta. Whew. Okay. So let's make our meals on wheels. Okay, this is looking good. I'm just gonna turn the bread over. It's starting to brown a little bit, and we'll get our containers. Let's clean up. So we have our dollar store garlic bread. It's getting kind of toasty. I'm just gonna turn it over so each side can get a little bit of love. Starting to get that nice little. All right, so we'll let this go back in for just a couple more minutes while we assemble. Avengers, assemble. Whew. So let's see how many trays I have. It looks like a dancer, yeah. Maybe I'm not gonna make a lot for me, but I'll make a little bowl for me. All right, let's start with 4. Let me see my lids. How many I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. We can give him a week's worth of food. A work week. I know you probably don't want to eat spaghetti every day, but if you didn't make it. All right. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to get some tongs and we'll put our spaghetti in. So let's feed the family. And we'll put our meat sauce on. I wanted to put some fresh basil on top, but they didn't have any. So we'll go with what we have. So this is just 1 box of spaghetti. I did give him 3 pounds of meat. That's a lot, but something tells me it won't go to waste. All right, I think that's good. I'll make a tiny little plate for me. We'll reserve some for me. Elnora says, who are you cooking for today? He may be in the chat. All right, let's see. But yeah, somebody close to the family has got some health challenges and saw one of my posts. I think it was the salmon and vegetables, and said that would really help him in his recovery. So I said, sold. Say no more. Uh-oh, I'm losing noodles. So pack this up. Oh, let's check on our toast. Hold up. Y'all know I can burn and not in a good way. Okay, I'll just go ahead and turn it off. And then we'll bring the sauce over and put the sauce on everything. Sprinkle some cheese, maybe some oregano, and we're good. All right. Got a few stragglers. Got our Beauty and the Beast, or what is not Beauty and the Beast, the dog one. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. All right. So this one will be for me. I'll have a little plate for me. Compliment King says, where them greens at? Inside the pasta. We could do a salad, but all right. So this is what we made, and I just sprinkled some Parmesan on here. So this is meat sauce, ground beef, onions, and peppers. All right. 101 Dalmatians. Thank you. Y'all know what I meant, but I was like drawing a blank. Okay. I'm so used to Mr. President who doesn't like his food to touch, but I think most people are okay with their spaghetti being on the pasta, their pasta sauce being on the spaghetti. And then we'll just make a space for the bread over here. All right. So let's get a good portion of meaty meat sauce on here. At least 2 big ladles. That looks good. So if you're cooking for the family or cooking for kids, then you want to take a first pass, make sure everybody gets the same before you start doubling or tripling up. We teach that in the etiquette class too. When you're eating family style, that means you're saving. Put it on the side. Oh, put the sauce on the side. Yeah, I know, right? That probably would have looked nice. We could do one on the side for you. Y'all can tell me which one you like better. Something tells me you're gonna stir it up. Stir it up. It's hot in my hand. Do we like this? Hot. Or do we like this? No, I'm not selling these. I'm giving them away. Thank you all so much. Hannibal is here. I know we're on delay, so I'll wait. Hello, Nazru. Hello, Pazzo. Y'all can let me know. What would you rather have? Or does anybody care? Is this the get in my belly? Don't forget the Parmesan, absolutely. We want our sauce on the side, or do you want the sauce on top? On top, because you're mixing it anyways? That's what I was thinking. All right. So let's put that on here. I think this is perfect. So it's a little bit like more meat than sauce, but I think we'll be all right. Last one. And then we'll get our garlic toast. Yeah. So you can absolutely do this. And yes, we're gonna put Parmesan on everything. Now, I have some extra meat. I'll do mine last. So we'll leave this for me. All right. So we have 5, and then you all want the Parmesan. Of course, if this were authentic, I would be out here grating it for you. Hello, Pazzo. Hello, Air Nomad. But I got the green one. Giving them away. Yeah, somebody is having some health challenges and asked if I would prepare some meals. And the answer is always yes. All right. So we put some Parmesan. Y'all let me know if this is good. Or are you the one at Olive Garden when they say, just tell me when? You never say when. And what I would probably do, ladies, if you're cooking for your husband or cooking for your man for lunch, I'll show you. I have these little containers. I'll probably grab some. Let's do that. Let's give him some more just in case he wants some more. I'll show y'all. A condiment. Okay. So you can get these at the Dollar Tree, the condiment cups. So let's make it fancy. And I'll put just a little bit of the oregano on there, the Italian oregano. Just for a little authentic flavor from Greece, especially on this one with the pasta. I wanted some fresh basil, but they didn't have it. So whenever I'm making lunches or packing, I get the little condiment cups with the top, and we'll put some extra Parmesan. So if you're a heavy cheese lover, you have your own. This is also great if you're meal prepping like taco salads. You could do your meat and everything. We did a stream once when we were doing blue collar meals. We did a stream where we did, I think, taco salad. So you'd have your meat, and then you could put your like lettuce, all that stuff in containers kind of side by side, like Ziploc bags or whatever. Give some a little more Parmesan. Erin Laura says if these are going to be stored for days in a fridge, the sauce on top would keep the pasta from getting too dry. That's a good point. Yeah, I like that. But I don't mind. Y'all have ideas? I'm fine to try. I'll try anything. So if you want it separate, I got you one separate. If you like it together, I got you one together. And then we're gonna add the garlic toast. I need one more top. Wheel. Okay. I can't find the plastic top, but if you're sustainable, they also have these at the Dollar Tree. Agnes says it looks delicious. Oh, thank you, my dear. You can also use these if you want to rinse and reuse. So giving you a disposable option or a sustainable option. All right, let's get his garlic toast. Now, we don't want the garlic toast to get soggy. We got a nice little brown on there. I don't know if you all can tell, but we did get a nice little char. A nice little crustacean going on, if that's a word. Hello, M3 Gotti. Hello, Santurio. And hello, all is here. I'm going to do, like I do for Mino, Mr. President. I'm going to put a piece of parchment paper down. It's not going to be perfect. You know, I just hate, like, the best food is when it's served, like, freshly cooked. Cilantro, I don't know. Would you do cilantro on this or maybe parsley? I did some oregano. You could do some parsley. If you want some parsley, I'll do some parsley. But I don't want to go too heavy with all the garnishes. Men are simple. Less is more. But we'll give you a little bit of parsley on here. Just for a little bit of color. A little bit of garnish. Perfect. So I just went kind of light. But you can see we put some on there. All right, so let's get the parchment paper. Okay. So these also came from the Dollar Tree. Parchment paper has been treated with silicone, so it's great for non-stick. And for this one, we'll just put it on top. Let me see if I can get our picture. And your dinner is done. This one we're gonna have to put on top. But I think it looks good. What do you all think? Hello, Phi Tower. Hello, DJ. And hello, Mr. QB Mortgage. You like flavor? Absolutely. I think it's good. I have a little bit left. I'll make one for me. Let's take a picture. And we're gonna pack them up. Y'all were getting on to me last time. You said the silver side goes on top. I know, or on the bottom. I know. I just like looking at it the way I like looking at it. All right, let's open this up. And take a picture. So this will go on my page. I think it looks really good. We have our, we got our side by side going. Looks delicious. You want parsley? We did some parsley. Fantastic. Looks fantastic. Aw, thank you, Jacqueline. All right, let's do a quick little video. And then we'll do the last one with this garlic toast. All right, got that. Let's do this last one. Here. Garlic toast. And let's cover it up. Let's cover it up, pack it up, pack it up, pick it up, pick it up. Let's go. All right, so these come with the to-go containers, and I like them. I think I got this pack at Walmart. I like the silver on the top. I think it looks nice. Y'all told me the silver goes on the bottom. I know that. But I just like it like this. And then we'll get the Sharpie out and write a nice little note. Stack them up. Pack them up. So, it just gives you something to do to be productive because somebody took care of you when you were sick and you weren't feeling well. You never know what a home cooked meal can do for someone's spirits, for someone's recovery. You just never know. And I believe, what we put out is going to come back to us. All right, let me get my Sharpie. It's still in the car. Okay, we got a red one. So we'll just put on here, get well soon. So every day when he opens up one of these, has a little bit of encouragement and a nice home cooked meal. All right, so let's get these stacked up and then we'll get them packed up. I do the same thing if I'm meal prepping for Mr. President or, packing up for the kids. My mom did the same thing for my dad. If you can cook for one, you can cook for several. So these have the nice little crimp down on the side. I don't know, oddly satisfying. Good job. Aw, thank you, sweetheart. Calvert says it looks good. Thank you. Hello, Diane. Thank you so much for being here. Compliment King says, may it bring good health and healing to those who indulge. Absolutely. Let's send them good. It's Easter weekend coming up if you celebrate. And you never know who's struggling, homebound, could be anything. All right, I can turn off my struggle air conditioning now. Hold on, y'all. Where is it? Okay, so we're done here, and then I'll make one to taste for you. But honestly, I get satisfaction out of just making it. Like, even if I don't eat it, I guess it's just the mom in me. Either you're naturally nurturing or you're not. And if you're not, that's fine too. But some of us really enjoy it, taking care of others and feeding others. Somehow, like even without eating, like I feel full just doing this. Hello, Honeycomb. Thank you so much for being here. Sylvia says, hi, Miss Maggie. You're such a lovely lady. You remind me of a Southern belle. Is written there. Thank you. I am Southern by way of Africa, or am I African by way of Southern? But yeah, born in Ghana, raised here in the South. So this is just me. So thank y'all for coming along. Thank y'all for coming along. Thank you, Miss Aisha. Now that's a real Southern belle right there. Isn't that right, honey? We love her. All right, get well soon. So we've been doing this pretty much every week. I just reach out to him and say, what do you want to eat? He said, I'll have some pasta. So we have 5 of these ready to go. And now I'll just make a little plate for me so y'all can see. We'll give it a taste. So we had a little bit of struggle noodle left. I don't need much. Erin Laura says, I do these for my dad. No note on the Tupperware, but I let him know I love him when I hand them off. Isn't that amazing? Hello, that's Junior. Yeah, you all, look. The people that are around us that are old now were once young. So young people especially, that will be you one day. All right, let's see if we can make a nice plate. We got some extra meat, that's fine. All right, and then we'll put a little of the Parmesan. I know, this is not dairy-free, gluten-free, or anything. We really got to get on it, y'all. The weekend is over. And let's give it a little oregano. And your garlic toast. I'll take a picture of that. This is a nice little portion. You can have that. Oh, you like it? Y'all like the photo shoot? Yeah, thank you. You know, Lucy and I teach ladies etiquette. elegance, femininity. We react to relationship content. If you like that type of traditional stuff, it's not for everybody, and I am okay with that. But some people like it. Some like it hot. That's not the song. Is there a song that, how did this thing come back on? Y'all, these as seen on TV things. And it just came back alive. It's alive. Oh, hello, Trayon. Hello, Love. Hello, Burner. Thank you all. Erin Laura says it looks great. All right, so let's get a picture. We'll get a taste. And this was a easy peasy spaghetti squeezy. I know, y'all. But I'm gonna take a picture without the garlic toast because that just kind of, I'll just set it on the Parmesan out of the way. Our photographer from this weekend, Caitlin Hill Photo, said, get up close on your food. Get all the detail. So I'll do one with the flash, and then I'll do one without the flash. And then we'll get a little video and then take a taste for y'all. I think I'll put it on the, all right, so dinner is done. This is for me. This is for, oh no. Oh, I thought it was, I was like, what happened? Everything's black and silver over here. Let's take a taste and then we will wrap it up. We're good to go. See if we can use our proper spaghetti etiquette. I'll give you all a little pasta lesson. I am not Italian, in case you were wondering, but spaghetti pasta is actually eaten just with a fork, not a knife and fork, not even a spoon and fork. So what you want to do is you want to go to the edge of the plate or the edge of your bowl, and then you want to get a few noodles here and twirl it here. You don't want to go in the middle and make a big mess, right? So you just go on the side here and you're going to twirl a little bit that you can have like a relatively small, elegant bite. If you're trying to eat elegant, this is not for the fellas. Y'all can do whatever you want to. But once you get it twirled up like this, let's see if we can take an elegant bite. Mmm. It's good. I would put some red pepper flake on it. Hello, KW. Hello, Brian. Let's see if I have any. Y'all know if Marcus were here, he would put heat all over it. I'm just going to put a little red pepper flake, and I'm actually going to put, this is so inauthentic. Does anybody do this? Put it on the, I don't know, what is this, like a spaghetti sandwich? This is so, Italian brothers and sisters, look away. Let's try. It's so good. I don't know if y'all heard the crunch. Mmm. Mmm. All right. Well, we are done. I'm going to get a bag. Let's pack up his food and let me get my Meals on Wheels ready to go. We'll get another Aldi grocery bag. We'll put his food in here and I will deliver it. Ooh. Ooh. Hold on, I'm gonna turn on the air conditioning again. That chili flake got me. Oh, but it's good. It's good. You do that? The pasta on top of the toast, it is so bad. I know, y'all. Shout out to the etiquette class. I know, thank you, Jurgen. I know y'all are ready for your plates. Okay. So we have 5 meals. For Meals on Wheel doorstop delivery. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Just a simple spaghetti and meat sauce. Hello, Mikey. Hello, Ash is here. Hello, JM. Hello, Southern Country Boy. Thank you, Gigi, for the gifts. Now you're hungry. Oh, yeah, get my bag back. I know this is the second one, but now with what he's going through, he can have all of the bags. But okay, we'll drop off the food and bring the bag back because I think I'm only down left one. So I'll be back with you all Wednesday. Lucy and I will be back to our regularly scheduled program. If you like relationship or femininity content. Uh-oh, wrong. Hold on, y'all. See, I did the wrong thing. Lucy and I will be back Wednesday at 9 p.m. if you want some relationship content. And I will be back with you all Friday for more cooking content. Saturday, I'm traveling again. I'm going to Palm Springs, California. I've been invited to a Google Pixel event, so that'll be exciting. But I'll see you all Wednesday or Saturday. Thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you all for being here for the live. And as always, thank you so much, Cooking with Aisha. You do not have to allow me to share my struggle cooking class with your audience, but you do, and I'm forever grateful. So thank you to you and Mr. Ricky. All right, everybody. Oh, yeah. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Yeah, go do something good for somebody else. You don't want to get me talking, but I think a lot of the anxiety and all the stuff that people have, when you're focused on yourself all the time, we're not built to only think about us. I think when you do some things for other people, it's just amazing how you just feel good on the inside. You didn't ask for that, but you got it anyway. All right. Thank you all so much, TikTok. You don't stop. Thank you for the shares and the love. Thank you. Thank you. See y'all Wednesday. All right. Thank you so much. Instagram. See you all Wednesday. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. Thank you, everybody. And thank you so much, Cooking with Aisha. See you all Wednesday. I am Maggie, the substitute teacher. You can find me on all platforms.